Hey everyone, welcome to the final video of this playthrough. Most of it involves me selling a bunch of stuff, but that's all going to be fast forwarded through. Everything else is just me showing a little things that you can do to make more money, or some side quests that I felt like completing. Anyway, you can sell an Elder Scroll to Urag Grow Shop right here for 1,000 gold, I think? No, 2,000. There's the other two scrolls. You can also sell them to Dexian, but I wasn't able to do that in my game. Not sure why. I'm pretty positive you can do it in Dawnguard though, and if you can't, well, it's a cutting room floor thing, so you need to patch it in through a non-official mod. Besides that though, there's also those Falmer books that I got a while ago. You can get 4,000 gold if you've got all of them.
These beauties in a long time. A rare find in the original Falmer language. You're damn right I'm interested. Question is...
Oh, and you also get the books themselves. They're okay, I guess. I never really read them, to be honest.
I'd say you don't have much of a choice. Tell you what, you bring me books like this, and I'll pay 1,000 gold each. I'll even throw in a translated edition I have for free. Interested? Here you go.
Moving on to the next part. I encounter the Ebony Warrior. He only appears once you reach level 80, and he's quite possibly the most challenging opponent you will ever face in the entire game. But he's completely optional, and you can kill him really cheaply if you really want to.
Make your preparations. When you're ready, come find me at my last vigil.
Still, if you're looking for a challenge, this is the guy for you. Also, he's super tall. Like, goodness gracious, would you look at that? The last vigil is all the way over here in these mountains. It's not too difficult to climb up that mountain. It can be quite confusing if you don't know where to look, but it's not too difficult, I'm serious. Here, I'm speaking to Vilgalmo because he actually gave me the quest called The Gift right away, which kind of surprised me because it means I only had to do one side quest before I was able to get this. The Dawnguard side quests are really annoying because of how they're randomly distributed. If you don't have... Like, there's a random NPC that will be chosen that will give you a quest, and the quest they give you is limited to what they have available for them, you know? Something like that. So, I had to get lucky to actually get Vilgalmo as a choice, as that person would give me a quest, but also him giving me this quest as well was also probably random. Maybe.
My sincerest pardons.
Whatever the case, this quest involves you turning your spouse into a vampire. Not every spouse actually can be turned into a vampire, so if they can't, you won't be getting this quest, ever. It's not very important no matter what. It's just a very small aesthetic change, which I will show later. I'm not even sure if you get rewarded for it. Maybe you do.
Nature will take care of the rest. Return to me when your part is done, and may you enjoy your second nuptials.
Here I go to the last vigil, where I'll fight the Ebony Warrior. There's actually something I want to mention before, well, while I'm fighting him though. The Dragonborn DLC, its main quest. I mentioned at some point that I would have told you all about how the story got cut short or something like that. Well, here's the thing. After defeating Mirak, or fighting Mirak, you were supposed to go back in time to when Mirak first started doing his shtick about being stuck in Apocrypha and building his cult or something like that. However, Bethesda ran out of time, so decided to cut the main quest short, and it ended with you defeating Mirak. But I believe if it had been worked on, maybe, just maybe, we would have been able to challenge Hermaeus Mora. That's just my thought, though. It's not exactly what might have happened. Still, I'm pretty positive that that quest was cut short. And that is a bit disappointing considering how short it really is. Anyway, you can see that I cheesed the Ebony Warrior right here. If you got Wind Shear and Marunus' Razor, you can perma-stun him, and every time you attack with Marunus' Razor, it's a chance to kill him instantly. He does hit very hard though, as some of you may have seen. Pretty sure like 4 hits would have killed me. Also, he's a red guard. Kind of strange because he keeps talking about how he wants to be sent to Sovngarde, but that's usually a thing Nords want to do, you know? To go to. Anyway, Zolda, I use Vampire 6 Induction on her, and then I feed on her. You can also feed on her while she's sleeping. He or she, depending on your spouse.
I can't quite remember.
I'm not sure if feeding on them while they're sleeping would work, however.
For a while.
Anyway, yeah, they always say this, how they need to sleep for a while, and they'll do that. After you've talked to Vingalmo, they should be a vampire by the time you talk to them again. And that's that for that quest. Now, here I go back to Lyrica, and you can mention to her that Harkon is dead, and thanks to that, she will actually go back to her lab. I really like this. Unfortunately, she will not talk with Serana, and she can't do anything else beyond that. Like, she has a couple more topics that you can talk her about, but besides that, no, you can't do anything else with her. That's too bad. Still, I like that she can be brought back to her lab, because she really has no reason to stay in the Soul Cairn.
Decades to restore the castle to its former glory, but I appear to have plenty of time. Well, I think it's time I got back to my work as an alchemist. The Soul Cairn will offer a unique opportunity to continue my studies, and I intend to complete my research. In the meantime, if there are any potions you might need, feel free to help yourself. I'm sorry. I don't feel comfortable giving them to you. I understand what you did for my family, but the prophecy never sat well with me, and I don't want to be a part of it. I'm sorry.
She will also not turn you into a vampire lord if you ask her to bite you or something like that. So don't bother. Anyway, here's my spouse as a vampire.
I never knew the darkness held such colors, or the night air smelled so sweet. You have given me a great gift.
Don't know what was up with the text down there. Anyway, her only change is that she has fangs, I think, and her eyes are like really red. They don't glow though, weirdly enough. Her behavior is otherwise the exact same as before. That's disappointing. I wish there would have been a change in like behavior, but that's something about marriage itself being flawed, you know? About how limited everything is. Anyway, I finally got 100,000 gold right here and got the achievement, and now that means I need to get the wanted achievement, and to do that you have to go to jail. I thought stealing that iron mace would be enough, but apparently the guards did not care at all. Like, seriously, he was right there. Did he not notice me? So I steal a couple more things so that it counts.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and your people. What say you in your defense?
I have so many options to avoid going to jail, but no, I absolutely have to go to jail now. It's kind of weak though, because I did escape from jail during that the Forsworn conspiracy quest, but that doesn't count, annoyingly enough. Anyway, I chose Whiterun because this is one specific place where you can easily escape from. Well, more or less, as long as you don't screw up the lockpicking right over. Character's not going where I want them to be. I'm casting Candlelight. Anyway, there's a loose grate. You can lockpick it, and that's how you escape from this place. It's near the dead body that is sharing your cell for some reason. As long as you don't screw this up, you'll actually be able to escape. You only have one lockpick though. So I guess if you're a beginner, you might actually screw up. That would be a shame, but it is what it is. Incidentally, if you're playing in a mod that makes it so that enemies detect you more easily, if you're gonna escape like this, make sure you keep sneaking around like I am right now, because otherwise they'll hear you or detect you, and they'll bust through the jail and probably find a way to attack you, even though they really should not. Hell, they might even follow you through the sewers. It happened to me once, not in this jail, but I think it was Riften. Yeah, I think it was Riften. Although Riften should be much more easy to escape from, because there's like a wall you need to just activate. Anyway, I apparently made a miscalculation. I thought all I needed was to lockpick the loose crate and I'd be home free. But then there's this chest containing all of my belongings, and it's a master lock. It's not impossible to pick the lock, but with only one lockpick, it's not exactly easy, you know? Whatever case, I definitely screwed up, so I decided to just go for it and get the achievement. And then I'll reload to just before I went to jail, and I'll serve my time. Still, I spent a great deal of my time to actually try to find a way to get the prisoner belongings chest open. Unfortunately, I didn't figure it out. I imagine one of the guards might have the key for it, though. And if they don't, well, find some more lockpicks or whatever. You're not getting your stuff back. Gotta go right over here. And weirdly enough, you end up in the guard barracks. I have no idea why they would make it so that you could escape through here. It's weird. Of course, I have invisibility, so I can easily escape without being seen, but still. You think it'd be a way easier way to escape than going through the barracks where all the guards are sleeping in. Anyway, I'm getting myself caught again, so I can serve my time and then get all my stuff back.
Committed crimes against Skyrim and her people, and it's time to face the Jarl's justice. You're going to rot.
So you just go to the bed, and depending on how big your bounty is or how much you owe, you might be there for a couple of minutes or a couple of weeks. In Requiem, it's like 10,000 gold if you kill someone, so you're going to be there for a couple of weeks if you try to serve your time. It's kind of cool. Anyway, only one achievement left. Get a bounty of 1,000 gold in every major city, or every city, rather. Like, not Rorikstead, but Falkreath and Whiterun and, you know, the 9 major cities, or 9 holds, whatever. I killed the guards, because that's how you easily get 1,000 bounty. By killing someone, and the guards are expendable, so to speak.
Whoa. What's the magic?
Good thing I'm so strong and I can kill them so easily. It's annoying to run away from them. It's because if you're running away from a guard, and you think you're safe and you decide that you'll unsheath your weapon, the guards, no matter how far they are, will start walking towards you. And you can't fast travel while they're doing that, even though they have no idea where you are, annoyingly enough. So that was something that was annoying while I was doing this. Anyway, the exception for, like, I'm killing all the guards, but Windhelm is the exception. Instead, I'm gonna kill Torbjorn Shattershield because he's a miserable fellow now.
How much is one man supposed to
I'm
take?
basically putting him out of his misery now. All of his family is dead. So I might as well finish the job, you know? Now it's time for Windhelm. 2 hours for this card. Only 1 hour for this one because I'm sneaking. Well, technically 2 hours because I missed. Morthal, can't forget that. I'm pretty sure you have to be noticed, by the way, otherwise you won't get the bounty. Although, if you kill someone and a guard notices and then you talk to that guard, I think they'll actually do an investigation and actually interrogate you. And I think you might get caught if you do that. Oh, maybe. I never really tested it on my modern game. Anyway, I got the achievement, which means I got all the achievements and the playthrough is now over. Hooray! Hope you've all enjoyed this series and all have a nice day. And major respect points if you've watched from the beginning to the end. Like, seriously. This was definitely not my most popular playthrough. But I still wanted to finish it just because I play this game so often. You gotta follow your passions, you know? Anyway, besides that, there's might be an extra video in the future. Not necessarily after, like tomorrow. Not necessarily tomorrow. Maybe like 2 weeks from now, or never. Who knows? Anyway, bye-bye.